there are different news, and I can choose many. In this session, I always gonna repeat that because maybe you see others, but this one is what I think is important or remarkable. Here today, there were numbers that show that the hospitals have less pressure now. The tension in the hospital has been really high, and finally it had gone down, so they can breathe a little bit more. Since October, they've been really high, and since October has been the first time now uh, that has gone down. And this news is showing that, you know, the cases of people with very serious COVID basic reactions, I guess, let's say, with COVID 19, where they have to go either to ICU or something like ICU, has gone down as the country. Of course, there are certain areas that maybe show a little bit more than others, but as a country, the numbers have gone has gone down, and that's something that is good because the pressure in the hospital has gone down, and like that, the nurses and doctors and everybody who works in the hospitals at least can maybe take a little bit of a break, so they're talking about how they're favorable, the numbers, and they're hoping that during the during the summer and so on, gets even better. So it is important also because today also they open more, so the confinement, and that's something that I'm going to talk a little bit more in the other news. The confinement changed a little bit, where they open until 11 o'clock, and they also restaurants open inside, so people can eat inside also, not only outside but inside. It's not 100% full, the restaurants, but they can eat inside. People can also eat inside, so that's good. One thing that I keep forgetting to mention, I'm using one that is called 20 minutes, the news that is called 20 minutes, and it's from an application that gives me a lot of newspapers, and I'm choosing this one, 20 minutes, but eventually in other days I'm gonna choose different others applications, just to be fair, because some are from a little bit more left, more right in thoughts and news, so many of them give kind of like their own opinion, so I want to make sure that I'm fair to both points of view. This other one that so this news I'm choosing just from this one, also because of the situation where I actually just use the telephone is a little bit difficult. So this one is the other news where the president Emmanuel Macron got somebody slapped him in the face actually, and it's concerning, and I was saying in Spanish, it's nothing new, meaning many presidents, these have gone through many presidents. In the United States, I know that some presidents have had their share of people like that. Even President George W. Bush, one time somebody threw him a shoe. I think it was a shoe, and well, others have. I mean, Reagan, somebody shot him actually, but I mean, thank God he was okay. But they get, being a president, they get people get really mad about one way or the other. And this one, the people here in France, it seems like they were not too happy with that happened. So he's a president that is more in the middle, not left, not right. Really, he kind of has his ways. Sometimes you think he's going one left, more left, and then he changes to do something more right. So overall, I think he's people like him, but I think no matter which president he was for France, I think some people did not like that of the person slapping him, but some other people say that it was just an act because elections coming soon. Other people saying the security should have been better, and so on. So this I also then think is an important one, and it's one that I've heard people mention it in conversations in the last 24 hours and so on, or I've seen in the social media and so on. So it's something to watch. I think also because the elections are coming soon, next year, sometimes the conversation about all these type of things starts to be more happening more. I think that was part of what he was doing. He was, I wouldn't say campaigning, but quote unquote campaigning. He's doing a little bit of a tour of the country, and this is when that happened in one of the times that he was I guess shaking the hand of somebody, or so on. So we will see the here in this area the people are a little bit, seem to be, that had won a little bit more on the left side for what has happened, at least the local, and then we'll see what happens in the next ones. This other news is about what I was saying about opening more, the confinement, and the restaurants. So the restaurants is opening more, and what I mentioned was that is 50%. I think it's 50%, but at least inside, you can go inside, and then that you see that like somebody getting a massage or something. But it's also because and it's like it's symbolic. That's to say, un jour très symbolic, because Castex was what he said, and he's the prime minister. That he's a person kind of like under or after Macron, the president. And what we mentioned is also the gyms of just sports, the pools for swimming and all that open also today. And it's very significant because those were closed for a long time. At least the gym, I think they were closed for 8, 9 months, almost 10 months. So that's very significant. They have some restriction, I think, with the area of the lockers and all that, and how that's going to be managed. But besides that, the pools are open. Many people are using them. I saw also like in the TV news where they were talking about that. But it is something that people have been waiting for a long time, and a lot of criticism that it should have been open before and so on. But well, now it's open, and a lot of people are happy about it. They can see that the weather also is helping. That's one thing here, that it's been warm, so this is good, because then you can do things like have the pool open outside, people can swim outside, people can do the sports outside, and many times the restaurants can have, before they already had the outside balcony open, but now they can have it also inside and outside. Sometimes they have the windows open. This is also a little bit showing about the sports, so I want to speak to the sports, but that first news there was talking about this, the gyms open. But now the other news, well, I'm talking about soccer, in English soccer, football in French and Spanish, and the Euro 2021, and France, the team of France, they play. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, they won yesterday. They won fairly easily, in my opinion. I think it was 3-0. It was a team that I don't think anybody was expecting, giving them a lot of problem. But when you are in these type of tournaments, no matter what team can give you a lot of trouble. I'm of course rooting for them. I think they could win if they can play together, because they are they have like this double problem. They are very good, and because they are very good, and many of them are actually stars in their own teams and so on, sometimes the question is, can they play together? They're gonna have a battle up, I think, against special teams like Spain all the time. Portugal especially. I mean, with Ronaldo and Fernandez. I mean, all those teams, and then they have. I think they play in Germany tomorrow. So hope everybody is doing well.